Hello everyone, today we're diving into the TOEFL Listen to an Announcement task, where we'll practice capturing essential details from a classroom setting to master your listening skills. If you're finding these breakdowns helpful, make sure to subscribe to myTOEFL for more expert strategies. Let's keep working toward your target score together. Get ready to listen to a short academic talk. Focus on the main topic and keep an eye out for specific dates or items the speaker mentions.
Listen to a professor in a linguistics seminar.
Today we will examine the history and impact of loanwords on the English language. A loanword is a word adopted from one language and incorporated into another without translation. For instance, the word balcony comes from Italian, while shampoo originated from Hindi. English is particularly flexible, with over 80% of its vocabulary borrowed from other languages over the centuries. Monday, December 4th, we will visit the University Library's Rare Books room at 3 p.m. You are required to bring a pair of white cotton gloves to handle the ancient etymology dictionaries. Please sign up for a specific dictionary entry on our online forum before Friday evening.
Listen to a professor in a linguistics seminar. All the proof, just, and churd. The setting is a linguistics seminar, which tells us we'll likely hear about the study of language, its structure, and its historical development. Professor. The speaker is a professor, so expect a structured explanation followed by specific instructions for the class. Today we will examine the history and impact of loanwords on the English language. Right at the start, the professor examines the history of how words move between languages, setting the stage for the whole talk. A loanword is a word adopted from one language and incorporated into another without translation. Here, the speaker provides a formal definition of a loanword, emphasizing that these terms are used without translation in the new language. For instance, the word balcony comes from Italian, while shampoo originated from Hindi. To make the concept concrete, the professor uses balcony and shampoo as examples of words English has taken from other cultures. English is particularly flexible, with over 80% of its vocabulary borrowed from other languages over the centuries. The professor highlights English's flexible nature by noting that 80% of its words are actually borrowed, showing the massive impact of loanwords. Next Monday, December 4th, we will visit the University Library's Rare Books room at 3 p.m. The talk shifts from theory to logistics, mentioning a visit to the Rare Books room on December 4th for hands-on research. You are required to bring a pair of white cotton gloves to handle the ancient etymology dictionaries. Pay attention to this specific instruction. The professor mentions a required item, white cotton gloves, to protect the delicate materials. Please sign up for a specific dictionary entry on our online forum before Friday evening. The speaker ends with a deadline, telling students to sign up for an entry before Friday evening on the forum. What is the main subject of the lecture? But ask a problem. This is a main subject question, so we need to look for the overarching theme that connects the historical facts with the upcoming library visit. Let's listen to what option A says. The construction of ancient etymology dictionaries in the library. While the library has dictionaries, this option focuses on their construction, which the professor never discussed. Now, let's check option B. Techniques for writing modern dictionaries without using borrowed words. This is a distractor because the lecturer actually claims English is flexible and borrows heavily, rather than avoiding borrowed words. Here is option C. Let's break it down. How to translate complex Italian and Hindi literary texts. Although Italian and Hindi were mentioned as origins of loanwords, the lecture is about the words themselves, not how to translate literary texts. Finally, let's look at option D. The history and prevalence of loanwords in the English language. This is perfect because it captures both the history mentioned at the start and the prevalence of these words in English. The most accurate answer is option D, since it encompasses the professor's entire discussion on the origins and widespread use of loanwords. Therefore, the correct choice is option D. What is a requirement for the library visit on Monday? This question focuses on a requirement for the field trip, so we need to recall the specific item the professor told the students to bring. Let's listen to what option A says. Providing a translation for a rare book entry. The professor mentioned that loanwords are used without translation, so requiring a translation for a book entry would contradict the lecture. Now, let's check option B. Bringing white cotton gloves to handle the books. This matches the lecture perfectly, as the professor explicitly stated students are required to bring a pair of white cotton gloves. Here is option C. Let's break it down. Registering at the front desk upon arrival. The speaker mentioned signing up online, but never said anything about a requirement to register at the front desk of the library. Finally, let's look at option D. Watching a documentary about the history of Italian. The lecture mentioned Italian as a language of origin, but it did not mention watching a documentary as part of the library visit. Therefore, the correct choice is option B, because it identifies the specific tools students must use to handle the rare books. The most accurate answer is option B. To succeed in TOEFL listening, always distinguish between the broad academic theme and the specific logistical instructions provided by the professor. Practice taking notes on both definitions and deadlines to ensure you don't miss key details.